If you're like us, you're tired of that fan always coming on when you turn on the light.
Yeah, and we don't need the fan every time we use the bathroom, and this is so annoying in the middle of the night.
Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can go from this single switch to this double switch and turn off your light and fan individually. Let me show you a few ways of how we changed our switch. We took off the light switch wall plate so that we could see what kind of wiring we have behind the wall. Then we used a voltage tester that I'll put in the link below to make sure that the power is off, because this is the reason why most people don't like to deal with electricity. Yep, that happened to me during one of our DIY projects. I always turn the wires off at the box, but during that project, I didn't realize that they were actually on another circuit. That's because I didn't use a voltage tester. I'm letting you know because we always want you to be safe. Now that we know that the power is off at the switch and the circuit breaker, let's see what we have inside the wall. The hot wire that we saw with the voltage tester is inside of the light switch. It's the one that you see at the top. The two that you see at the bottom are the light and fan wires. I'm removing the hot wire from the old switch and placing it on the top black screw on the new switch. I'm pulling the power wire out of the old switch and bending it into a C so that I can attach it to the new switch. Take the power off. Just doing that so I know which one it is before I take that off. The power wire should be attached to the top black screw, which is on the same side as the green neutral screw. Make sure that it's completely attached so that you have a good connection. I chose to use a drill instead of a Phillips head screwdriver to preserve all of that twisting with my hand. For me, the drill is much faster, but you can use either one. In this home, the wire on the outside of the switch is for the light. Since it's already in the shape of a C, I'm just taking it off and placing it on the top gold screw of the new switch. Twist this around. By doing this, we're making the new light switch the top button. So going forward, when we go into the bathroom, we want the light switch to be at the top. Now I'm removing the black powered fan wire from the back of the old switch. This is for the other one. I'm using my needle nose pliers to bend the fan wire into a C. This always makes it easier to fit and connect onto the new switch. Use your drill or screwdriver to close the bottom black screw on the new switch because you won't need it. Get this side. I'm placing the powered fan wire to the bottom gold screw of the switch so that the bottom switch will turn on the fan every time we come into the bathroom. This is the part that you've been waiting for because you'll separate the light from the fan. Inside the box of this old home is interesting because all three of the neutral wires are clamped together. I'm going to cut right there. In order to connect one neutral wire to the green screw, we have to unravel all three wires. I twisted all three wires back together, making sure that only one of them was sticking out. Then I cut off some of the excess from the other two and crimped them together. Since I had to do this step for all the neutral wires in this box, I made sure to crimp them into a straight line so that they became one wire. I only need one strand to fit on the green neutral screw.
Yeah, that's good.
I used my needle nose pliers to create a C with the copper wire so that it will go around the green screw. By creating this neutral wire, we now have all of the wires needed for this new switch. But before I attach the copper wire, I completely wrap all three wires with electrical tape. This will make sure that none of the wires are exposed and will not cause a short. It may take some time, but it's definitely a necessary step. I want everything to be safe after I've pushed all the wires back into the box. Now I can easily attach the neutral wire to the new switch because I only have one wire. Hey guys, if you're wondering why would anybody do this instead of paying somebody else to do it and get it done? Well, I've got two reasons for you. Number one, turning on the light switch in the middle of the night was extremely annoying for me and my wife. Having that fan come on every time you just want to turn the light on just made us have to make a change. And number two, I was quoted almost $200 for someone to do this for me. So I figured out how to do it myself for under $20. So if this is your first time watching a DIY power couple video, I want you to know that we help you update your home and save money by doing it yourself. Since I want all of the wires to stay in place, I'm wrapping electrical wire around the entire switch unit. Before I screw everything back in, I'm going to test it to make sure that everything works.
Turn one off at a time. Cool, it works.
This might seem like a lot to some people, but I turned off the power again to install the switch into the wall. Once I started pushing the wires into the box, I realized that the new switch is a little bit thicker and bigger than the old one was. But that didn't stop my drill. This is one of the reasons why I use power tools. I was so excited about putting on the new switch that I almost forgot to put on the new light cover. I used my flathead screwdriver for this part and learned that I had to hold the top and the bottom of the plate to get it on. To be honest with you, I'm excited about this particular project. And I hope that it inspires you. We're not done yet because we have to test it while everything is on. For us, it's kind of exciting to know that we updated the home ourselves and we put something in there that wasn't there before. You know, even if you purchased the older home, there's so many things you can do to change the flow of your living space. Right now, this is like having a new toy and I'm extremely excited about it. I want to thank you for sticking with me while we changed out a single switch to a double one.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you can DIY too.